If you believe such things, there's a beast does the bidding of Davy Jones. A fearsome creature with giant tentacles that'll suction your face clean off and drag an entire ship down to the crushing darkness. Kraken! The Kraken! The Kraken! I don't think it's Kraken anyways. Always heard it said Kraken.
Well, we always
Kraken.
pronounce it Kraken.
No. Crocland's how it's pronounced in the original Scandinavian.
But what happened was Kevin McNally was the first character to actually speak the name of it, and he pronounces it Kraken.
The Kraken.
But the Kraken is a mythological creature, and actually it's an old Disney character because it's the same giant squid that 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea battled against. And interestingly enough, there was an article in the New York Times about how this Japanese crew had for the first time filmed a giant squid, and I think it was somewhere around 26 feet long. And definitely big enough that if you saw that in the ocean, you'd think that's a sea monster, or if it got caught in your rudder, it could even take a ship down.
Yeah, we use the Kraken to chase Johnny and our heroes around the seas, and it's enormous. It can just swallow an entire ship. It has these tentacles that envelop you.
Shadows are moving. Yep. She's tracking. We'll come in, we'll come out, and we'll say, okay, ready? This time we're gonna do it.
Okay. The Kraken, at the moment, is just Gore, the director, running around going, I'm a tentacle, I am a tentacle. And he's like, be afraid, I'm a tentacle. And you go, okay.
Because we can't provide anything on set to show the actors what the Kraken is doing at any one time, so Gore worked with a crew that did animatics of the whole sequence, and he spent a lot of time doing iterations of this and cutting it and making a nice tight sequence that he was pretty happy with.
We're gonna shoot exactly these frames. We are going to fill it, create more depth. There's only like 6 animated characters. There's gonna be 30 running around and guys shooting and poking and firing guns and doing all this stuff.
It's swung over. That's a very nice rig.
Don't show that to any other directors. They're going to be very jealous.
This is our first big wide shot of the Kraken attack. It's a big dolly move. There's effects happening all over the place. Sailors are being snatched up by the Kraken. We have all the effects going, the water dripping, rattling, snapping, guys throwing spears at the Kraken.
This one is a good example of a really complex shot. So there was a couple of things that we needed to do in order to finish the shot also. As this first guy in the front gets grabbed, it was pulled on the side of the shot, but he's supposed to fly in the air after that. So at some point we switched to a CG character, so it's gonna be replaced by a computer graphic double. So this is like the early stage of animation that we see, where the guy gets grabbed from this plate, then he disappears on the side and gets replaced by a CG double. Then you can have him do all sorts of crazy thing in the air.
I'm in favor of using CG for what CG is good for and using real practical elements wherever possible. They have a scale and a realism that's hard to do artificially.
We're simulating a giant Kraken that's coming and grabbing the ship and ripping it in two and pulling it down and killing everybody. We actually had 2 big giant pipes filled with 30,000 pounds of cement, so 60,000 pounds of weight crashing down on top of the deck.
Today we're just doing the physical effect of breaking the ship in half. If you notice, the masts are missing because we'll be putting them in later. If we had them on now, we couldn't get these cameras in close.
Well, in order to get the ship to split in half, here's what we had to do. We had to score and take all the steel out. This nice white cord, we routed through the wall, so that'll blow out all the wood and split it in half at the moment.
Got a haircut today in honor of the Kraken.
Once this last camera guy's off, are we ready to go hot? Copy that. When he's off, let me know.
Start locking it up now, please.
So everyone's off the boat.
Everybody's off the boat?
Okay, guys, let's get everyone to the lockup now. Everyone to the lockup space.
The effects department is ready to go hot, so stand by, please.
Okay, picture is up. Picture is up. All right, roll those two cameras. Roll, roll, roll. Cameras are rolling. Let him get out. Let him get out.
Clear out, boats. Clear out.
We're rolling. Boats are clearing. Stand by. Connecting. Boats clear. Hang on. Boats clearing. Hold on.
Get out of there, Marty.
Clear. Everyone clear. 3, 2, 1, go!
Stay. Keep rolling. Don't cut. Still rolling. Still rolling.
It all started with a plate that was shot in the Caribbean with a full-size boat. And we started by erasing those tentacles and later replaced them with some CG one. Of course, there's a couple of places like this and this where we see that some of the boat pieces were missing.
In the end, we had to take all the masts off the ship. The final shots all have miniature masts that were photographed high speed and then added in.
They shot a couple of people on another set. So basically, all those crew members have been added on the deck right there. So we can see them pretty clearly on this side. On the other side, they're kind of all hazed in.
There were a lot of on-set environmental effects, the splashes, the flying wood debris. All those things, we relied on really good compositors to put tentacles back behind this piece of smoke, but in front of that, and behind this spray of rain and in front of that. Putting the tentacles into all of that, it was extremely difficult. Hey, can I quick show you something here?
Yeah.
One of the main things that we're still working on is really getting this, the edge around here working, getting those, the tentacles, the suckers slapping against the deck. There'd be little tiny water splashes on a bunch of those.
I think we need it to register, because it's so fast, it's just what is happening. And we'll put a sound on there that's, you know,
yeah, and I figured the splashes would kind of help sell that idea of the things striking the edge.
Okay, so this is a sequence that I'm working on. You finally get to see part of the Kraken close up, and it's we called it the maw for the sequence because it's this big gaping mouth filled with gack and goo.
When the Kraken opens its mouth, a big stenchy, smelly goo comes out. So we're starting to mess around, see where Gore's heart really is in terms of the gore factor.
Watching Sainer, my stand-in, perform the demonstration for me. He stood there and took just a whopper.
As a matter of fact, it reminds me of a time when...
It's, you know, one of those things that gives you the shivers.
Ready, and action!
You know, this stuff is made with concentrated saline eye drops. It's one of the foulest things that's ever happened to me. The foulness of just living in it is wrong. Altogether wrong.
This is great, this jet engine thing.
Okay.
These guys that hit Johnny,
Yeah, we've got to connect them a little better.
we need to see them emerge from here somehow. Or
We're having a little trouble with the mats just because the gack that's in the plate was over bright sky. And so it's almost the same color as the sky, but we're trying to connect them.
That's one big loogie.
Yeah, that was pretty gross. Really, when you get down to it, it was absolutely disgusting.
Not so bad.
Good fun.
Hello, Beastie.